Good evening, friends. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Monday. Who's ready to play? Who's ready to get crafty with me? Just getting myself set up here. Looks like we're ready to roll. I see some people hopping on. Hey, Amy, happy Monday. How's it going? How's your weekend? How was your Monday? I'm just going to hang out for another minute or two. See if anybody else joins us. Good evening to you, my friend. This was a long Monday. How about you? Hey, Jenny. What's going on, girl? Hello, Misfit Crafter. How's it going? Jenny, I'm going to put some pressure on you to join me next time because we can have some fun, girl. Guys, tell Jenny you want to see her do a live with me. No pressure. I'm just kidding. Okay, Jenny, I can't think of a better thing to be surrounded by than stencils, inks, and dogs. Today is my dog's birthday. We just had a little birthday party for her. We gave her like a bowl of whipped cream with a treat in it. So that was really fun. She turned 3 today. Amy, my weekend was also very busy, but amazing. I had an amazing birthday weekend, and I got to hang out with friends, and I got to go to a crop all day on Saturday and family dinner yesterday. And it was a fantastic weekend. Thank you for asking. And thank you for everybody that sent the birthday wishes. It was pretty awesome. I did a lot of crafting this weekend. Something super fun coming soon to Brutus Monroe. Well, thank you, Jenny. So I was getting ready for that this weekend. Doing lots of crafty stuff. So tonight I am gonna try this technique that I saw online, a double stencil technique with some emboss resist. Oh God, it's Monday. I got to get my my words to string into actual sentences. Today was a super busy work day. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So have you guys seen the stencil of the month? Serenity, it's called. I'm a little obsessed with it. I don't want to put it down because I just covered it in pixie spray, but we're going to use this tonight. And we're going to do like a double stencil technique, but I had to use this because, oh my gosh, I love this stencil. I think it's so pretty. So we're also going to use this. This is one of the basics. This is circles, named appropriately. Hey, Donna. So we're going to get started. So we're going to be layering stencils and therefore layering ink. So I'm going to start with some really light colors. You can see I've got some oxides here. We're going to work in some light colors. So I'm going to start with scattered straw and bundled sage are going to be my light colors for my base. And I'm just going to start by covering this in inky goodness. And I'm going to start with some scattered straw in the center. So if you're playing along, just find yourself a pale colored ink. So I'm just smushing this on there. This is a pretty pale yellow. Like I said, we're going to be layering Whoopsie. We're going to be layering. See, I should be using my mat. Where is my mat? Hold on one second. Let me get my... There we go. This will make it much better. See? Stick and stamp mat. I don't have to worry about bending and twisting my paper. There we go. I got a brand new one here. Now we're cooking. Okay, so let me put this down. Oh, wow, that's super sticky. Put my paper down. So now I don't have to worry about mussing up my paper. Okay, so as I was saying, if you're playing along, I'm using a pale yellow ink. If you don't have oxides, just find yourself a pale yellow. And I'm just kind of blending that out from the center just to get a base. And I mean, I guess I could have used just a colored cardstock, but I wanted to do some different colors on here. I didn't want to do one solid color. Okay, so, and again, lots of layering, so I'm not going to get too crazy about areas that are darker or lighter or not filled in as much, because there's going to be a lot going on. Next, I'm grabbing Bundled Sage. This is just a pale green. And I'm going to fill in the edges on this. Now, I thought about using Chroma Mist on this, but Chroma Mist tend to get so vibrant. They're so vibrant. And since I was planning on doing a lot of layering, I decided to go with oxides because I knew that it was a paler color, a lighter coverage, a little bit more of a transparent coverage, right? So that's why I opted for oxides. Wow, this is the first time I'm using this mat and I'm sticking to it. Okay, you keep saying find yourself, and I'm thinking that's where the sentence stops. Finding myself is going to be hard on Monday. Find yourself. Did I say that? Did I say find yourself? Really? Okay. So now I'm going to use my stencil. I'm going to start with the circles because I'm just going to get an overall pattern. So this is basically going to be like the underlayer of what we're doing here. So I'm going to cover this with my circle stencil. And then we're going to do some clear heat embossing. This is definitely one of my most used stencils. So let me get that on there. I think I can go a little bit more. There we go. And I did cut this piece a full 6x6. So I'm going to have to just tape this because I don't have any overhang on my paper. And that's okay because I'm going to use the embossing ink. So I'm really going to dab that. When I use embossing ink with a stencil, I'm not really blending or doing circular motions. I'm doing more of a smush, right, to get the embossing ink in there. Put that right there. Okay, so now I inked this up. I added some extra so that it was nice and juicy. Now, generally, I can kind of tell if I've got coverage because you'll see it'll look a little bit darker. But basically what I'm doing is with the embossing ink and the clear embossing powder, we're going to capture that background. Sorry, I saw a dog hair in there. Because like I keep saying, we're going to layer, right? So to keep some of that background, we're going to capture it with the clear embossing ink. So again, and you can probably see on camera, you can see it getting darker. I don't know if you guys got a glare. My feedback is a little bit glary. Let me see if I shut the light off on the camera. Sorry if I make you dizzy. I nudged the camera a little bit. Let me know if that's any better. I just shut the overhead light that comes off the camera. That might be a little less glary. Oh, find yourself a light. Yep. Did I really say that? How funny. I get it. I get that finding anything on a Monday is difficult. I hear that. I'm telling you, even the dog felt that it was Monday today. I can tell just by looking at her. Hi, Tina. Okay, I'm smushing it all in there. And I can just do a little lift. A little lift here. Just to, I think I'm going to go a little more. Trying to get some good coverage. So I capture the background colors in all the dots. How was your weekend, Tina? Okay. I think that'll be good enough. I'll take this off and I'll clean this up with some squeaky clean later on. Alrighty, now I've got to take this off my mat because otherwise we'll have embossing powder stuck all over it. We don't want that. Uh-oh. Oh, we might have a little problem. This mat is so brand new and I was smushing that down so hard. Ah, there we go. My paper was really stuck on there. There we go. So I'm just going to curl my mat back. There we go. All right. We're good. Wow, this mat is pretty durable, huh? I'm kind of beating it up right now. All right. My picture's curled a little bit here, but that'll be okay. That's actually going to help me because I got to get the embossing powder on. And I'm going to hold it over this. So this is icicle. This is just clear embossing powder. And I'm going to cover this. Looks like we got some good coverage there. I'm going to go ahead and make a mess, because it's Monday. So we'll just make a big old mess. I don't think anybody has a problem with that. Do you? Anybody got a problem with me making a big giant mess? Oh, yeah. Messy. Okay, let's get a little bit more back in the jar because I'm going to need that. Let me sweep this up. Okay. I think we got one more spot to cover. I thought I saw a spot in a corner that I missed. But it looks like we got it all. Okay. Where's my lid? And I'm going to sweep my desk. Amy says, I just spent the day cleaning up my big giant mess. Time to make it again. Right? And I'm like one of those people that I have to like reset. So if I'm having like a big card making session, or even if I'm at a crop and I finish a card or a scrapbook page, I have to like clean everything up and start over again for the next project. All right, let me get my heat gun. And you're gonna have to bear with me while I heat this up. And we should start to see that change any minute now. Hit me with some crafty projects that you guys are working on. Tell me what you've been up to. Anybody making cards, scrapbook layouts? Anybody working on any special projects? I mean, I know all of our projects are special, but I just mean anything themed in particular. I was at a crop with Donna this weekend, and she was working on a sweet little baby girl mini album that was just so precious. We had a great cropping weekend. Donna got me a spectacular birthday gift. I have to tell everybody about it. Donna, and I'm so bummed because I don't think, I might use it. I might use it later. Yeah, I think I will use it, so I'm not even going to say it. I'll just bust it out later. Assorted cards. I love it, Tina. Tina, you're inspiring because I see you craft a lot. So you're always posting stuff, and that is inspiring. I love to see people making things. I work from home. I've always worked from home, and I don't sign on until 10 o'clock, but my kids are both off by 8:30. So I actually got up early this morning and got dressed and saw my kids off to school, and then I came down and I crafted for an hour and a half before I had to sign on to work. And it was quite nice. Gotta say, it was quite nice. So now, well, I think I got a spot in here that's not quite melted. All right, I think I got them. Yeah, I see a few little spots that I missed. We'll get them all. Ah, beautiful. There we go. So I'm basically just twisting and turning, looking for any spots that are not shiny, that may not have melted. Okay. So now, essentially what we've done is where all of the clear heat embossed dots are, we've captured that ink underneath. Oh, Tina, you are very welcome. Thank you, my friend. So now we've captured the colors of our ink where all of the clear heat embossed spots are. So now I'm going to put this back on my mat. Made a little mess. Because now we're going to layer our next stencil over it. And this is where our double layer action comes in. Misfit Crafter, working on an interactive magical woodland mini album, then doing some major cleaning so I can prep for participating in a. So wow, that sounds like a great crafty day. Speaking of Summit, let's talk about Create Your Own Ending, the big event coming in July. that I am teaching at. And I'm just curious to know who's going to be joining me. Are any of my friends? Well, I know my one friend Dawn is going to be there. We are actually going to be traveling together to Pittsburgh. Is anybody who's joining? Who's joining us, guys? I hope I get to see many of you. Well, in person or virtual, but I will be in Pittsburgh in July, teaching at the Create Your Own Ending event 2023, which I'm so excited about. You guys have no idea. I'm ridiculously excited. So now I've done a few of the Create Your Own Ending events, and I have done last year. I did a make and take virtually, did a virtual make and take, which was basically like a pre-recorded video. So this year I am going to be teaching live and in person, which I am over the moon about, to say the least, for so many reasons. One being that I absolutely love to teach. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I miss it. I used to do it a lot more. And two, because what better forum to teach than for Brutus Monroe, at Brutus Monroe, with Brutus Monroe? It's amazing. It's I'm thrilled. All right, let me stop going on about that because now I'm gushing a little bit. So now I'm going to go back over this with our second layer. So now I'm using the Serenity stencil, and I am going to start putting some colors in. So now you'll see that those dots are going to be resisted, and our colors are going to start to change. We're going to get some varieties. So I'm going to start off with Worn Lipstick. I'm trying to stay still a little bit on the lighter side with my colors, because we are layering so much. I didn't want to get too heavy and dark. Tina, if there's anything I can say to convince you, let me know. Because it would be amazing to have you with us. Is anybody near Pittsburgh that is thinking of coming in person? I am about 6 hours, but that's okay because we're going to take a little road trip, Donna and I. Okay, so now you see how now we've got the pattern in the flowers. Isn't that cool? So first I'm going in, inking my flowers. Pretty neat, right? So basically, if you're going to do a double stencil technique, it works best if you have one stencil that has a very small pattern, and then your second stencil has big wide areas, like what I'm doing here. Okay, so there's our flowers. Oh my gosh, that mat is super sticky. And next, I'm going to get some of the tumbled glass. And we're going to do the dragonfly. Yeah, I'm excited that it's like just a full-on Brutus Monroe event. That's just going to be awesome. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to use one of these small brushes so I can get in there a little better on my dragonfly. Okay. And then we're going to go back in with, nope, we're going to do a little bit. Now, really, like, I could leave this, but I want to bring all those leaves out. So I'm going to go to Mowed Lawn, which is, you know, a little darker green, still not the darkest. Like I said, trying to stick with lighter shades since there is so much layering going on. So now I'm just going to kind of fill in around my, around my flowers, around my dragonfly. And then we're going to turn this into a card. Uh-oh. Oh, darn it. I moved my stencil. That's okay. This is a nice thick one. So we are good to put it right back on there. Did anybody get this stencil? Has anybody played with it? I know the design team has been posting some really awesome stuff. I did one project with it with Candy Coat, which I can grab and show you guys if you want to see that. Because again, Candy Coat works great with stencils. I mean, it works with patterns very well, but I like to use it on stencils that have like big areas open because I like to get to see all those chunks that are in the Candy Coat. So I did a card with it with this, and it came out awesome. I am gonna try and go back over my dragonfly tail a little bit because it's looking very green. So I'm just gonna do that. Now I'm gonna peel my stencil up, and I'm gonna take my cloth. Okay, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna just wipe. We're gonna basically, we're buffing the color. Oh, hopefully I'm not using a dirty spot. So we're like buffing the color off the embossed areas. And now we have like this cool kind of faded image. It's really pretty. There's just really a lot of cool things you can do with it. Okay, so now let's see what kind of card we're gonna make. Let me get this off of here. Now, of course, I could not find my pack of 6x6 card bases, and I could not find a single piece of 12x12 white cardstock. You know what? Let me just get my matte mist and clean this off real quick. Okay. Keep that fresh and sticky. Okay, so like I said, I could not find I couldn't find a piece of 12x12 white cardstock. I have no idea what happened to my 6x6 card bases. I'm guessing I probably had them packed for a crop and then didn't unpack them. So I did find yellow, which I thought that would look nice and springy, right? So I'm going to cut this down. Hopefully it's a 12x12 piece. Let's see. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. And we are in luck. It is an actual 12x12. Okay, so I am going to cut this down 6 inches. Now I did do a A2 card with this stencil, and I just cut a strip of it out. Hang on one sec. If you guys bear with me, I'm going to pull that card so I can show you guys what I did. Unless I sent it to someone already, which is a definite possibility. Checking my box of cards. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is the same stencil, but with candy coat. I just did all the different colors of candy coat, and then I cut a strip of the stenciled image out and did a regular A2 size with that. But I think for this one, we're going to do a 6x6. Because I don't do 6x6 cards too often. So it'll be something different, a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Okay, so we're going to cut this down, of course. And I even did pull this flower market pad because this has been one of my favorites. What did you guys think about this, the flower market pattern paper? Has everybody seen this? Does anybody want to flip through? Because these papers are really nice, and I've used a bunch of different ones of these. You know, there's a lot of great, like, I mean, look at that. That matches really pretty. Let's see. Originally, I was thinking, oh, that one matches too. I was thinking about, oh, look at that. Oh, boy. Now I'm going to try and make a decision, and it's going to be tough. Originally, I was thinking this is what I had in my mind, but that doesn't really match. Oh, that one could work. Right? So because we layered that pink on top of the yellow, we do have more of an orangey pink. So keep that in mind when you're layering your colors, right? Yeah, me too, Tina. It had a lot. You know what I love? It was the diversity. There's just a lot of different types of patterns, different types, like this one was like real sketchy, and then these were more bold. There was some fine detail on this one. There was like a lot of unique things. All right, so what do we think? We could use that. I think we're gonna try maybe this one. Oops. Because I like that. What do you guys think of that? That looks pretty together, right? I'm not sure yet what we're going to do with it, but we'll figure it out together. Let me get my cutter, and I'm going to trim this down. Oopsie. Let's see what happens. Ooh, this even like feels, I like the way the texture is. It feels cool. Okay, so see that I am not straight on here. So let's see. Let's start there. I think I want to come in a little bit more. I think I want to cut that white edge off. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay, we're going to do the same all the way around. And let's see, we want to do, for now, we're going to do 5.5 until we decide what we're doing with this. Okay. The desk is getting full. Okay, so, maybe this pattern paper is going to be too much. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. These ASMR card making short videos. I've seen Simon Hurley do it, Jenny. And it's so funny that you say that because a little while ago, my daughter was actually sitting here. She makes bracelets, and she was just sitting here moving things around. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, I'm making an ASMR bracelet making video." It's like, okay, that's cool. All right, so I am just rotating around, trying to. I think I might have an idea. I think I might have an idea. Okay. All right. Let me I need some white paper. I want to put a little bit of a white mat on this card. And then we're going to do a strip of the pattern paper to showcase that a little bit. Just got to get my measurement. I think we said 5.5 on this one, right? 5.5. So I'm going to cut my white 5 5/8 because I just want a little bit of white on there. Let's see if I have to trim this down a little bit. Okay, and that's going to go like that. Okay, and then we're going to do a strip of the pattern paper. I don't want to block the dragonfly, so I think we're going to come right down here for the strip. So let's go. Yeah, I think about 2 inches is going to do the trick. Maybe 1.5 inches. Let's see how that looks. We'll put that over it. What do you guys think? You think that's too busy? Kind of like it. I just like the two of them together. I want to use the both of them together. Maybe we could even do like a window like that. I think we'll do it just like that. Now, I got to tell you guys, little spoiler alert. I saw this really, really cool idea for pattern paper, for using different pattern papers, and a way to use the both sides of the paper on a card. And it's such a cool technique. I found it on Pinterest, I guess. And right now I don't remember who I saw it, but I saved it so I can always look back. And I wrote it, I keep a dry erase board where I plan out my lives and my projects and all of that. And I wrote it on my board, but then, on the design team, we work like a month ahead. So right now I am working with May product, and oh my God, you guys, I'm telling you, like when May comes around and these products come, you all are going to be like, oh my goodness. It's just expect the unexpected. That's all I can tell you. Expect the unexpected because May is going to be amazing. So sorry, I have to change my adhesive here. So the pattern paper for May is so insanely amazing that I decided to hold that one off for a live that I do in May because I wanted to do it with May's pattern paper. But then that, of course, left me needing to find a project for tonight. So that's how we ended up with this stencil because I love it so much. But yeah, y'all, get ready for May, I'm telling you. Right, Jenny? Me too. Oh my gosh. It is, yeah. It's like one of those paper pads where I started to like make a card and I wanted to use every single one of the papers. That's why I thought a little crooked on there. That's why I figured, you know what? I'm going to hold off because when May comes around, then I can really use all the papers. All right, let's see. Did I get this? Yeah, there we go. Much better. Okay. That looks good on the white, right? I like that. And now I'm not sure. We might have to forego the pattern paper because I'm just not sure. Maybe, wait a second. I'll do it this way. Ooh, there we go. That's a better idea. Where's my bigger piece? Let's do a background like that. I like that. There we go. Much better. Okay. I like that. Now, I'm thinking maybe some ribbon, right? Ribbon might look pretty over here. Just tied around a little bow. Let me go grab some ribbon. Hang on a sec. What are we thinking? Like yellow ribbon, maybe? Let me grab my basket of ribbon. Let's see what we got. Oh, yellow polka dots, or is that, nah, that might be too much. I think that yellow will be perfect. Whoops, I almost stuck this right on top of my sticking stamp mat. Okay, so this is some 2021 ribbon. Before I was on the inspiration team, I was a subscriber, and every month when my inspiration box would come, one of my favorite things to do is I would sit down and I would take my label maker and I would label all of my items. And then after the month was up and the new month came, I would take all the ribbons and put them in a ribbon basket, and all the sequins and put them in a sequin box, stamp sets, die cuts, all that. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty nice and springy. Some scissors. Hi, Lily. I can hear her upstairs, but she's on there messaging me. Lily made me a beautiful card with one of the fall stamp sets. And if you're on and you're listening, Lily, bring down my card that you made me so that I can show everybody, because it's up on my mantle. Okay, so this is going to go here. And I'm just going to do the simple knot because I cannot do the amazing Shannon bows without like twisting up my fingers. So this is like a simple thing that I usually like to do is I just do a little knot and we'll run it like that. Okay. Everybody should be getting ready for bed soon. It was a tough day back this morning. The kids were off for spring break last week, and oh my goodness, we did a lot. We stayed very busy with them. We'll go about midway like that. Let's see if she heard me. She did really make me a beautiful card. Ah, thanks, Tina. We'll go with elegant. Has nothing to do with my lack of capability to make a nice bow. I just want it to be elegant. I think this will give us a nice platform for the stenciled image. Okay, so I'm going to bump this right up to the edge. And then that's going to go on like that. And then we're going to have to get a sentiment in here, aren't we? Yeah, we are. I'll think about that in a second. Let's get, let me slide this over. You know, we could even add some florals in. I did earlier I had started to cut some flowers from the Fabulous Florals die because I thought maybe it might look pretty to do something like that. So we could get something like that in there too. Let's get this down and then think about that with our sentiment. Very springy. Nice and bright and springy. Today was a dreary day, so I'm happy to have bright. I wish you guys could feel that. It feels so cool. It almost feels like rubbery. Okay. Now, let's see. We got Hello Lovely. You Make Me Smile. Just Because with Love. I think we're going to do Hello Lovely. And I'm thinking, should we stamp on the yellow and bring a little bit of the yellow in? I was kind of maybe thinking of like bringing it down from the top. Like right there, like a little tab coming down, or we could do something down here. We get, let me just stamp this out on my brand new Misty that Donna got me for my birthday. Ta-da! Guys, this was like one of my best birthday gifts. And I got a lot of awesome gifts. I'm not going to lie. My family got me wonderful gifts, and my crafty friends got me fantastic gifts. But, you know, I've been wanting a Misty for a long time, and I never expected that I was going to get one. So when Donna gave it to me, I cried. I got all teary-eyed. I said, Donna, you did not buy me a Misty. You know what she said? She was so sick of watching me do lives with my old beat-up stamping platform. She couldn't take it anymore. Okay. Let me get my Raven. I got my Raven ink. Ooh, that pad's a little bit dry. I'm going to have to re-ink that. Gonna give that one more go. And I said, I never realized how bad my other platform was until I felt how tight the door is on this, like this part. my other one, like if you let it go, it just slammed down. I was like, wow, I really did need a new one. Got some orange cream, orange dream squeaky clean. Smells like orange cream. Smells delicious. Okay. Oh, it smells so good. Keeping it very clean. I want it to stay brandy new as long as possible. Squeaky clean works good too to clean the ink that smudges on the door. And I will make sure not to heat emboss on this mat and mess it up like I did with my old one. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna play this sentiment. I'm almost thinking, you know what might be cute? A tag might be cute. Right? If we make a little tag out of this and tuck it under the knot. Of course, I should have thought of that before, but let me see if I got a little die cut tag. Bear with me for a sec. I know I do. And it should be pretty handy. Yeah. Okay, let's see what tags we got that this will fit on. I might have to restamp, but let's see. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Perfecto. Okay, Tina. I can't tell you what it stands for because I don't know. And I'm not going to lie, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, the first time my kids told me about it, I was like, you've got to be joking. So it's a sound thing, like a sensory sound thing. So people that make ASMR videos, it's all about the sounds that they're making. So it started, I believe, with like packaging and crinkling and that sort of thing. And then there's ones where people are eating and they talk low and they get really close to the microphone and it's very dramatic. But now there's like Simon Hurley did, sounds and textures. So if you look on YouTube for Simon Hurley, he did a crafting one. So basically, like, it's short, like a reel, maybe like a minute or two long. It's let's see if I can find it for you guys. ASMR meaning. Okay, it is. Come on. Where's my kids when you need them, right? Autonomous sensory meridian response. A relaxing, often sedative sensation. So it's all sensory and hearing and sounds. So like Simon Hurley, his ASMR video, you're watching him make a card, and you know how often there's music, right? Like if you're watching a reel or something or a short video, there's music. But in ASMR, there's no talking. But here, I'm going to give you an example. So you're like doing everything in the video, accentuating all the sounds. That was just like a quick little, really that was me being clumsy, but in reality, I could be an ASMR genius, right? The sounds of the sounds of new stamps coming off the wrapper. So like maybe before when I pulled, when I pulled the stuff off my stick and stamp, doing this, right? So there's like no talking, it's just all sounds. But like I said, when you're watching a crafting video, you're watching a card or something being made while hearing all the sounds. Now this would have been great had I, you know what? I'm going to cheat. Watch this. I'm going to cheat. As soon as I can find my scissors, in this big gigantic mess. I'm gonna cheat. Don't tell nobody. Cheater, cheater. I'm doing it. Put a little cut in there. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Let's do that so I don't lose that. Put a little glue under there. I think I'm going to leave that sticking up like that. Then I'm just going to get a couple of gems. Right? Oh, I got to make sure my Misty doesn't fall on the floor. Let's see what kind of... Did you guys see the new embellishments that came out today on the website? I think there was a lot of these type of things, all different kinds of themes. But this is a Valentine theme, but I'm just going to take some of the sequins, some of the clear things. The gems is the hard part, Donna says. Ha, that's funny. I'm just going to put a couple of sparklies from here. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I got the alert today. There's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool like button packs and gems and things like that. Tina says, wow, the sound of getting those little clear stickers off the sides of a paper pad and the seal strip on a bag of yeah, seriously. Tina, I'm telling you, you got to look up Simon Hurley's, and his is like perfect. I can't remember what he does. It's a quick video, but he labeled it though, like crafting or card making ASMR, something like that. All right, so let me get a couple of gems on. I'll try not to spend the next 3 hours moving them around, deciding where I want them to go. Good enough. Oh, I couldn't find my quick stick because it was in the bin upside down. All right, so that is my double stencil technique. Not mine. I adapted it. Again, if you're going to try this, I recommend using a stencil that has a small pattern with a stencil that has a lot of big open spaces so they can kind of work together. And I think I am going to glue this down because now I'm going to put a little bit over here because it's annoying me sticking up like that. And I used a clear embossing technique to show that color through. Donna! Record-breaking time on the gem technique because, listen, I know not everybody has all night to watch me move gems around. So there you have it. And this, again, this stencil is Serenity. It's the stencil of the month, and I used some paper from the Flower Market paper pad. Anybody have any questions before I go? I think that I might be back next week. It's possible. So as you guys know, there's only a few of us on the design team that do lives, and we're hoping some of the other teammates will do lives and join us. So I'm trying to convince one of the team members, not mentioning any names, but she loves ink and dogs anyway, to join me on a live. So maybe that'll happen one day. I must have moved my camera. I just noticed we're like totally crooked here. So I'm definitely scheduled to come back on May 1st, but I think you're probably going to see me pop up on another Monday. I'm trying to, make Monday my night. So I will definitely see you all again soon Guys, be on the lookout for May. I know we're only like halfway through April, but get excited. Oh, and even before we get to May's products, there's even something more exciting coming. I'm going to just stop talking because it's too much excitement and it's a Monday. So I'm going to do what Jenny said and I'm going to stop it. So, you guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight on a Monday. And what do I always say? What's the best thing about Monday right now? It's almost over. So, enjoy what little bit of your Monday is left. I hope that you have a week full of crafty goodness. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody.